I know gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
So this short video is going to be on presentation, part 1. I don't know how many parts there's going to be to this because presentation will change over time again and again and again. So maybe this one's maybe aimed at someone a little bit newer to the profession of mediumship. And about delivering your statement in the correct way. So you try and make it as clear cut as possible. You know, a lot of mistakes that I see within my classrooms or within my mentorship is that you'll get someone say something like, let's make it as generic as possible just for the purpose of the video. You would understand, he smoked, so I can smell smoke. You kind of get this kind of thing that where the student will try and convince you in some way that the person they're speaking to smokes. Now, the presentation of that needs to be much, much greater. So if I'm working with someone's dad, as the example, and I know in my mind that I can smell smoke, and I know that he's a chain smoker, but not only is he a chain smoker, he rolled his own cigarettes. Then that's the statement I need to give. Not, did he smoke? Did he smoke? And my students, if any of them are watching this video, will know that I go, did he smoke? 'Cause it sounds like questions to me. And I dig them out all the time for that. So just highlighting it all of the time, just being on their case all of the time. Don't ask the question, make it a statement. And that's exactly what you need to do. So I have your dad here, and I know that he smokes. Is a statement. It's I'm telling you he smokes. And I know he smoked because I can smell it, and that smell always comes around when it's that Golden Virginia hand rolling tobacco. So I know this man smokes, and I know he rolled his own. And so you don't need to be arrogant with it, but you have this knowledge, and so you can do it. So you don't want to say I know all of the time. You need to be very, very aware of that presentation, that I know can only be said a number of times, because you fall into the trap of repetitive statements. So I used to do one that was okay. So you'd understand this, yes, okay. And then I think one of my tutors at the time counted me doing it 27 times during one communication. Well, that stuck with me forever, and so now all I can hear is that tutor in my mind saying, okay. So that's one of those presentation skills that we need to be looking at. So whenever you've got the statement and you know it to be true, and no matter what you do, you can't change it in your mind. You know they drove, or you know they didn't drive. You know they always took the bus to work, or they commuted by train to work. You know they worked in London, or you know that they worked on a fruit and veg stall. You know they were unemployed, or you know that they were as lazy as they can be. Then make it a statement. Don't ask the question. Would you accept that he didn't have a job? It's almost like, you know what, I know this man never worked a day in his life. Correct. It's a statement. It's being given there all of the time. And we need to be very mindful of this, making them statements. Don't give it the opportunity for you to be fishing for an answer, or please take this. Now there are some mediums, and I better save the banner that it comes under. But for me, there is nothing worse in mediumship where, let's use the smoking example again now, where they go, and you'd understand that this man smoked, please. And it's almost like you're begging the recipient to take it. It's like, you'd understand that this man smoked, please take this statement, please take it. I can't tolerate it. It just drives me absolutely mental. What you're looking for is confirmation. And whatever rules and regulations under whatever organisation that you choose to go under, whether it be independent or under some sort of national organisation, you're looking for the confirmation. So it's okay to ask them, do they understand the statement I've just given? You would understand, so it's there in the statement, you'd understand that I know that this man smokes, and I know that he smokes like a chimney, like a chain smoker, and I can smell it. It's Golden Virginia. You'd understand that it was Golden Virginia that he smoked. Yes, yes. You'd understand that he rolled his own one after the other. Yes. And so you're able to accept, and so you're getting the confirmation all the time. Everything's yes, yes, yes. And after every statement, you get that confirmed. You get it confirmed in numerous ways, in different ways. Make sure you get the yes, the no, or they don't understand. Make sure you get it all the time. What you tend to find in the presentation of now is that they will give you this list of story, and this story, as the story's unfolding, it sounds a wonderful story, but there's no confirmation. And so it may be something like, let's make it really dramatic or really wild or obscene in some way. So you may say, like, I'm aware of a clown here, you know, and as I work with this clown, I know that he started off in Ireland, and I know that as he travelled through Ireland and he made his way over to the UK and then gradually worked his way through Europe, he made his way back and drove lorries, and I know that your dad drove lorries. Yes, but they've said yes to the clown story and the travelling through Ireland and UK and going through Europe, when actually that the question that you've asked or the statement you have made is that you'd understand your dad drove a lorry, and they've accepted it. You've not given the client the opportunity or the recipient the opportunity to come in and say no, they weren't a clown. They didn't travel with the circus, and they certainly didn't travel through Europe. The opportunity hasn't been arisen for the client or the recipient to give a response. And I watch many mediums walk through this process where the client doesn't have a chance to say yes, no, don't know, I haven't got a clue, I have no idea what you're talking about, because the medium hasn't shut up. And they're just carrying on and on and on and on. And then when they get to a very generic statement, you'll understand that your dad is a man, and the client goes, well, yeah. It's almost like it's yes to absolutely everything that's gone on there. So for the people that are out to look and observe you, to critique you, to judge you, because that's what they'll be doing when they're paying their ticket and they're coming to watch you, and whether it be a magazine or a TV show or wherever it is, whether it's just your church congregation, they'll be there judging you in some capacity, whether it be of how good a medium you are, or how you present yourself, or, you know, are you the next big thing. They will be judging you in some capacity there. And so always let the client answer. Never make it a question. Present it in such a way that it's a statement, because you know it's a statement, because you know that their father has given you it. You know that their father is talking about his story. And every statement that you give, get the confirmation, get that yes. Knowing that you're with the spirit world, knowing that you're with their father, letting the recipient know that you're with their father, and most importantly, if you're doing it to an audience, the rest of the audience know that you're with their father. So it's one of those where we need to get the confirmation all of the time. And this presentation skill for you will help you no end, especially if you're looking to go out onto the public circuit, whether you be a newcomer right through to the advanced. I watch some of you advanced mediums out there and you're not presenting it correctly. And so it's losing it in a story, or losing a no or a potential no by throwing a quick statement on the back of things. So let's keep it so the skeptics have no grounds to battle on. You know, you're working in communication. Let's show them that we're in communication, that we are getting this information from a greater consciousness by getting these yeses on every statement that we make. So make it very punctual, very factual, and get your answer. Thanks for watching.
I know gold is not